You're going to set up a process where you are going to give people money, lots of money, to do things to reduce carbon emissions, and you've got no history of being able to actually monitor what's going on.
Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong with that as a system?
Yeah, that's right.
And so the same routine with the Labor Party. There was a time when the Labor Party had people who had laboured.
Yeah.
They're not there anymore. So when you say, well, we'll run an industry, good. Well, the industry people are in the Liberal Party.
Yeah.
And if you're going to do that, you're going to have to manage it. So where are you going to get your expertise? And when am I going to start hearing some management discussions?
Yeah.
Like, okay, we've looked at this thing, we think we should site this on a major rail junction. So we're looking and going, well, maybe South Australia, maybe Central Sydney, I don't know, right?
Yeah.
Just pick some sites, right? Has anybody sort of worked out how many engines we've got to make a year, that sort of stuff? Because what I see with political announcements is fuck all detail, a lot of hoopla, and then you don't hear very much about it. And that worries me.
Yeah.
Because what I want to hear is somebody sounding like they might know what they're doing.
Well, a bit like how Paul Keating used to describe how things were aiming to work with his programs.
Yeah.
Like serious intellect behind it.
And also some willingness within the government to say, okay, we're going to do this. So you talk about a rolling program. Well, okay, so we're going to fund this for 5 years. In the legislation, we'll put in an option for another 5 years. We will review at the 5-year point.
Yeah.
But we will also be reviewing every year to see how we're going with this stuff, right?
Yeah.
To see if it's achieving what we wanted to achieve, right? The 5-year point the 4-year point we'll make a decision about whether we're going to go on. That sort of stuff. That's what I want to hear.
Yeah.
Because I don't have any faith in the bureaucracy's ability to actually deliver on this stuff.
Yeah.
And most politicians that I listen to, that's all they are. They're just a politician. They'll tell you whatever you want to hear.
That's that's what they're very practiced at, which is why I always appreciated Paul Keating.
Yeah.
Because he didn't necessarily tell you what you wanted to hear.
Yep.
And John Hewson,
Yep.
who lost an unlosable election.
Yep.
To me, I always liked him. I always thought, there was a serious degree of honesty with the way he did business. And so you're right. I mean, I think when you look at Australia, how many trains does Australia need annually? That looks like a cop car down the road. And so it's like, how many passenger trains do we need to be produced annually?
Well, that would depend on what our transport policy was. So,
like in Sydney, they've just been turning lines that were working from heavy to light. Right? Shutting a line down for 2 years to change it over from heavy rail to light. So you've actually got to, you now catch it through to a point and you have to get off and get onto the other trains. Which, that makes no sense to me, and one of the people who made that very clearly known was a train driver who was on the last run of heavy rail on that line.
I don't get that.
That's the Macquarie line. And that, to me,
it's only just been built.
Yes, that's what he was saying.